What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, back from our Survival Ascended on Svartalfheim. And alright, today, so what we're going to be doing is, my voice sounds really deep all of a sudden because I'm just waking up, but we are going to be going to the Cunning and the Strong Cave. So I actually I'll be straight with you guys, I ran both the Cunning and the Strong and the Immune Cave, both off screen, which the Immune Cave is down in the bottom left. Ran both of them off screen once just to make sure I could do them, and I remembered how to do them. Got both of the artifacts, or all three of the artifacts technically. Completed both caves, got the artifacts, and I just wanted to make sure that I could do these caves, because I know there were a couple of caves that I did prior on a different series that I didn't remember the way to do, and I just stood there for like 45 minutes. So this one I just took the time to run through it and see how the caves played out and everything, and I actively remembered how to do it after one run through. So this is the one that's kind of relatively easy. It's more of a what's the word I'm looking for here? Not like a trap, but more like a puzzle. Yeah, it's more like a puzzle. We're bringing the S-Pyromane for one specific reason. It gives us protection from the lava that's in here, and it makes it that much easier to get through the cave with having this Pyromane. And protection from the fire. And you can just blitz through it like that if you really wanted to. So, we want to go down all three of these paths in order. So you want to start with, because generally how people do is the Broodmother first, Megapithecus second, Dragon third. So you want to find the Broodmother, which would be right here. You want to go down that pathway, then down this pathway, then down this pathway. This pathway has puzzle questions, and the other two are puzzles. That one's piece is behind the wall. There's a button down there you got to press way down at the end. This one's a little bit harder of all three. So what we're gonna do, what I've been doing, what I did do the first time, is we're gonna hop on this guy. Wait for the spikes to shoot out, run through, because we can sit in the fire. This guy, you can sit in the lava and sprint your way through really quickly. For the most part, to be honest, it's not that hard. Ouch. But I will tell you, the spikes do hit you, the sidewall spikes, so you do have to be really careful with that. So when you're running through, there are certain things that can hit you on the back of these guys, or on the back of the creature, like those spikes that are going up and down. Those can and will hit you. So you gotta like sneak your way through. And you could be doing the puzzle the normal way. I'm not about to do that the normal way. I am not good enough at doing these kind of puzzles to do that the normal way, because I'd fall into the lava countless times. But how you want to do it is you could sneak around that way and do it the proper way, but your boy sucks at these, so he's not about to do it the proper way. And then you just run your way back through. And there's that one done. So we hit the button for the Broodmother, that's already completed. And now the button for the Megapithecus. This one is a little interesting. How I did this part was a little bit harder for me personally, because you have to sprint, get through, and then you gotta like hop off and put him inside your pocket really quick. Press that button. This one I kinda had to do the right way. You have to time it just right. Fire like this. Hook shot up here. There you could run it through. You don't have to hook shot it. And then hook shot your way back across. Kind of relatively easy. Not terrible. I remember the first time I did this puzzle, I died a bunch of times. Now we've got two of the three buttons completed. But if you don't have pyromanes, you have to do this the natural way. I don't know if the pyroraptors work through the lava or the fire, but you could try it. But that's those first two down. Really simple, really easy. Also, by the way, we do have higher level armor. I've been doing some Drakeling things off screen and got some really good armor for these. And actually, I believe I got these pants from inside this cave actually too. So, who said the words Helena, I'm afraid in Ark Survival Evolved? It wasn't Gaius, it wasn't Mei Yin, and it wasn't the Overseer. It was Edmund Rockwell. Who created the first tech suit in the Ark system? It wasn't Rockwell, it wasn't Helena Walker. For some reason in my head I kept thinking it was Diana, but it wasn't. It was Santiago. What is the correct order of the story arcs? So that starts with the island, and goes to Scorched Earth, then Aberration, then Extinction, then Genesis 1, and then Genesis 2. And speaking of that order, that's how we're actually going to be playing our cluster when those maps do drop, in that order. I always do a look around here just to make sure there was nothing. Press if you dare. There we go, press that button in. Open up this doorway, and then there is the button for the Dragon's Head. Press that. And sprint your way back as fast as you can. open up this bottom here. Run right down in here. Get a drop, which this time both of these drops are kind of trash. And there's the artifact of the strong and the cunning. Really quick, really easy. And there's also this little cat with butter on it hidden in the corner, which looks like a potato. So there's that. There's those two taken down really fast, really easy. Let's teleport ourselves back home. Again, you probably could... It'd probably have a lot harder of a time if you did it the right way instead of using the power main like I did, but... I wanted to use the power main, so that's just how we're going to do that. And like I said, if you guys want to do it your own way, that's fair. You can do it the right way. I just decided I was going to do the pyro main that way. I think I have to move this one up first, and then move this one over. Yep, that's how you have to do that. Move the cunning up and over. Move the cunning over. Yep, perfect. I wasn't going to do 2 artifact caves in one video, but I decided, you know what? Let's take on the immune cave as well, because that was only 6 minutes. We blitzed through that cave in 6 minutes entirely. So we're going to take that on. We're also working on the Tech Rex, getting their mutations done. We do have one now up to a 6 melee. So that's 49 plus 12 into the mutation points. So that puts it at a total of 61 base melee before any levels put into it. This is the rough idea of what one of mine looks like now with the 10 melee, 12 melee or higher. So this is one of the females I got. She had the 49 melee plus the 12 from the mutations. I gave her 31 into health instead, so it puts her at 40k health, but she's still sitting at 747% melee, which is just spot on with the remainder of the crew. So she's going to be probably the strongest ones of the crew here going forward. So the remaining 4 that I have to replace are probably going to be anything above the 6 melee mutations that we are getting with these guys here. So that's going to be that. My plan for... Where's my pyro? Oh, it's on my shoulder. My plan for the dragon is, again, to attempt it off screen, at least on beta, see how that goes, if we can pass it. And then we are going to try it in alpha on screen, depending on how well we do. The main reason I want to attempt it off screen first is just to see how my Rexes will hold up. I do not believe they will struggle. Again, that's just me being probably a little bit overconfident, I guess, would be the term, maybe. I don't know if that'd be the proper term for that. No, I wouldn't say overconfident, just believing too much in the creatures. There's 2 red drops right here. We're just going to grab real fast while we're walking through. There's nothing of value in this at all. All that away. But there's that other red drop there. But yeah, I think that could be me being a little bit too believing too much in the creatures themselves. They could fail. Like, there's a good possibility these strong Rexes we have could in fact fail. There's a Spino right there, an S-Spino with that matter. But I'm not going to take a Spino. I have no need for one. Alright, let's see. What do we have in this? That would be nice if I needed a Uranus blueprint, but I'll take it anyway, just in case Cole might need it. Alright. Let's hop right down here, and this should be the final cave we have to do for the boss battle of the dragon variety. Then we still do have to do the cave for the troll snot and everything, which we will end up going to do here shortly. But this cave does in fact have the poison, so you need to equip a gas mask. We're actually going to activate the Pyromine for now, so we get deep enough in. Nope, we're not going to actually. We're going to pull the Megatherium out, because this cave is loaded with spiders and things like that. Yep. Hop on the back and swing away. That's one thing I love about having Dino Balls and whatnot. You can just throw creatures out in any situation. I mean, you can do that with Cryopods too, if you have a generator set up properly. But that's why I don't use Cryopods. I feel like Cryopods are just kind of pointless anymore. This is the same concept as a Cryopod, but it's just, I like this a little better. Is there anything around down here? Because like I said, my first time through here, I didn't really explore. Gotta go down this pathway here. I don't think this guy fits through this pathway, so let me level you up, take those Titanium Boa Venoms. Yeah, that should be it. Pick you up. Get you ready back out. Because if I hear some danger, I'm throwing you back out. Oh. Throw you on the other side. And run through. Ow! That hit me? How did that hit me? Oh, wow. There's a lot here. This is another one of those little trap things where you gotta like look at it and take a guess in which order they go. Really easy though, for the most part. Let's clear this area out. Is everything gone out of here? That was a lot faster than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. So there's the door, so you gotta go from left to right, I believe. So it'd have to be circle with nothing in it, plus, and then shield. Okay, so that would be, or actually we look at the faces. Upside down triangle, V shield, and then diamond looking thing. Which one are you? Nope, not you. Okay, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna be you, you, and then you, if I do believe. Right? Wrong. Okay, maybe it's 1, 2, 3? I was about to say, this was bugged the other night when I did it, and it opened up instantly when I came through. So give me a second. Let me see if I can figure out why it's not opening. Because this was like making weird noises the other night. Maybe it's in a complete circle from right to left. Alright guys, we're back. So I was just watching another video because I did this exact same puzzle 3 times. So it's this one, bearded lad, and then this one, and nothing. That's the order it's supposed to open in. And it's not doing anything. 1, 2, and 3. It's not opening like it's supposed to. So I hate to do this. I absolutely hate to do this, but that is the puzzle. I literally looked up like another creator's video to just verify that I was doing it right, because that's what I thought it was. Barring any changes, that's what it was. So I hate to do this. I absolutely hate to do this. Oh, I can't even do it. Oh, give me 1 second. So what I did was I walked through, and spawned out my Megatherium, and the game killed it because it was on the other side of the door, and I guess it didn't open properly. And now it's been doing this. So there's something clearly bugged with this right now. I'm not entirely sure what, but there's something absolutely bugged with this cave, to the point where it's just making everything tweak out. It did this last night when I ran the puzzle too. Like, I don't understand why it did it, but it did it. Now it's absolutely doing it again. So that I'm not sure. Like I said, it's done this now twice. This is the second time that it has done this to me. Did this... Ow, did this last night when I ran it. Oh, really? I can't see. There we go. Really, dude? That is getting annoying. That ticking is getting absolutely annoying. So yeah, the door is definitely broken. In some way, shape, or form. You can go one of two ways. You can go down this pathway here. Or you could just drop something down off the cliff. Come on, dude. Give me 2 seconds to at least talk about this for a game. Please, game. Let me just finish killing off everything over here really fast. I'm sorry, but that's getting really irritating. Oh wow, a level 400 Titanobow. Come on, keep smacking it in the face. I can still hear it in the distance. Okay, hop off of you now. Okay. Sacrifice must be made to achieve progress. That is a lie. You don't actually have to throw anything down in there. If you go down and around here, crouch your head down, you can actually just, if it works, yeet your creature in. There is no thing that is forcing you to do that. You can legitimately avoid it. For some reason, I'm stuck on this drop, which does not surprise me that I'd get stuck on a random drop. Let's pick all of them up. Alright, but yeah, there is the artifact of the immune. This cave, I believe right now there's a huge bug in this cave. I'm not just talking about the RNAos. Like, I think it's actually bugged because of the fact that there is no reason... I put the 3 in that I should to allow me to get through the door, and it kind of didn't let me do anything. It more or less just stuttered there and wouldn't let me move. So that was kind of annoying. That's not the first time that's done that. It did that last night to me as well. I was hoping it wasn't. I was hoping if I relogged it would take care of it, which apparently it didn't. So there's something wrong there. I'm not sure entirely what. I'll have to post that in Nakatis's Discord so you can take a look at it. But there's something massively wrong, and the fact that it killed my Megatherium after I threw it through the door like I was supposed to, or when I got through the door, and then it just slammed shut without giving me the time to actually get through it. Like, I went through the door with the Cheat Space Ghost because it wasn't working the way it was intended. And once I get through the door, it opened up like normal, as if something was on the other side, which technically I was, so it triggered that sensor. And then once I got through, it slammed back shut, which caused my Megatherium and almost me to die. So I was like, okay, something's wrong here. So that allowed me to know that probably that was not intended to happen. So yeah, that's got to be fixed. Normally I wouldn't use that, the route to cheat to get through it like that, because I generally don't like to. If the puzzle works as intended, I've got no problem doing the puzzle. I say that as I used a Power Main to sprint through everything, but that's technically not cheating, because I didn't use like Cheat Ghost or nothing, or Cheat Fly. But if the puzzle works as intended, I've got no problem doing it. In the sense of like that there where the buttons needed to be pushed, or in the sense of like using the Power Main to zip through that one thing. But if it's not working as intended, so by me pressing the buttons and it's just sitting there, and then once I went through the door, like I said, it stuttered out like crazy, I do not care to do that. Like, if it's going to do that, I'm just going to skip right through it, use Cheat Ghost, Cheat Fly, or whatever it is needed to get past it, and then just skip to the end. So like I said, that was the second time that I'd done that. Did that to me last night as well. So that's why I was kind of a little bit like, okay, I'm kind of expecting this thing not to work right. And I was right. I don't know what caused it, because it's always worked perfectly before whenever I ran that cave prior, which I ran that cave at least twice prior to that. Not in this series alone, but on the previous series. So I was kind of expecting that to work. But there you guys have it. Those are the 2 artifacts that we needed left for the dragon. We are just about ready to fight the dragon. We just need to wait for the rest of these Rexes to keep pooping and popping out babies. But thank you guys for watching. See you guys back here next time for more Ark Survival Ascended on Svartalfheim.